Should I lock the meeting? If I lock the meeting, I'll be feeling pressed. Let me just leave it open. It's a special one. Today's special. You guys hit 700. Congratulations. All right. Put congratulations on the chat. You hit 700. And I told you guys when we hit 700, what am I going to do? I have a special training for you guys. That's why you saw I dropped that we're going to have a special training on price action. I may even add a bit of market structure, price action, market structure related. And for you guys beginners, I want to add a sensational market philosophy, market psychology training. All right, within this 1 hour, 30-minute session that we're going to have. So you need to gear up. I'm excited. A lot of things are happening. I'm excited. Okay. So I'll go back to my first question that I asked because I'm trying to contain everything that is happening. So you want to make sure if you know anyone, if you happen to have brought anyone into this group, if you know anyone, okay, you want to go call them. In fact, you shouldn't just message them, call them and say, hey, join this call right now. Shouldn't miss. All right, you guys take a moment to do that. It's going to be very important. This call is going to be very, very powerful. At the tail end of the call, I have some announcement and um mm. so me question is because I want you guys to navigate me. The energy you put is what's going to control me because at this point in time, I have a package. Okay, I have packages and I'm itemizing which one of them I should distribute. So it's going to be based on what you're willing to receive this morning. So how are you guys feeling trading related, journey related? How are you feeling? This is a call where I was supposed to see all of your faces. I was supposed to tell you guys earlier. I was supposed to see eyes. I'm only getting to see Mr. Giles. Mr. Giles, you've even cut turned down to your video. Okay, he always, Mr. Giles is, okay, let me tell you something about things you people don't realize. So I met Mr. Giles in GFO. And presently right now, Mr. Giles is presently in my personal mentorship program. How much did it cost you, Mr. Giles? I think it's about $7,000, right? Oh, how much? How much? How much did he pay? Okay, a bit of time and attention. All right, good. $0. Okay. So what qualified him? I reached out to him that this is what I have for you this year. Why? Because while we were at GFU, he exhibited something that I know this person, no matter what happens in the journey, things are going to happen. This person has what it takes to succeed, grow. He shows up on time. He listens. He pays attention. He's accountable and he communicates. But most importantly, what got my attention with Mr. Giles is he has a friendly aura. He shows up with camera on. So while we are in the class, I'm mostly with Mr. Giles. Like I'm always looking at him because I get to see him. I said all of this to tell you something. You have powers in your eyes. You have power in your presence. Many of you are not taking advantage of it. Okay. So when I tell you show up with your camera, I'm teaching you a skill that puts you out without you knowing. So what costs some people $7,000 to $10,000, he has access to it. free of charge. And guess what? You heard him share his testimony. We're just in that mentorship for less than how many months? All right. And he's already seen a result of closure. And guess what? I think I have how many of you guys did I have in that group? Yeah. Now, I'm sharing this for a reason. If you like, get bored. All right. How many of you do I have in that group, right? You're there. You are there in that program. You're here. Raise your hand. Okay. And I'm saying this for a reason because it's one of the directions that I go. You are there in that program. Raise your hand. Some of them are here. Some of them are not. I think I have about. It's the first time I engaged myself in that program. I made a decision this year, to build, to give, to train, to coach. And I broke all the limits. And I've been offering every one of you the same opportunity since we got started. You know, if I see you move, I'll move. Sometimes it's not all about money, but capital it's very, very important. Capital. I need every one of you to type capital in chat. Capital is very, very important. And capital is translated from the original word, all right? Knowledge in your head. Your thought is your capital. Your thought relates to your destiny, but it goes through a process. Action is the midpoint. Okay, action leads to habit. Habit forms a character. Between action and character, that is your foundation of your destiny. So many people think it's money. I came into this session. The direction I actually really want to go in this session, I'm going to train. Okay, one of the most significant knowledge a trader should have, or consciousness a trader should have. I'm going to do a bit, I'm going to go into that today. I may start it, I may not finish it, but I would have started it. Okay, I'll make it very simple that even a basic student is going to understand it. But it's so precious. I don't want to just give it without the consciousness of who is learning it. You will not learn it if you come with a mindset that is not right. So I'm trying to do something before the train. Then at the same time, we're going to trade. We are never late. How many of you realize that we are never late to trading? Yesterday, I did something. We had a session before we traded. Was yesterday a good day in trading? Many of you are going to say no. And I understand the no factor. But was yesterday a good day in trading? Even if Magdalene can say yes, then it's all done. I don't have to explain anything. If Magdalene can say yes, because at some point he was confused about the market, right? Magdalene, am I correct? But what did I tell you? Just do your risk management and allow the market get to do what it would, which you don't know. You and I don't know, but I know my risk. So were we late to trading yesterday? Absolutely not. We're not going to be late to trading today. All right. So if you came here with, what's the trade? Okay, you can go and come back later. Or just wait for the trades in the chat. I'm gonna send trades. We're gonna make money today. All right. But it's a special session. So I want to give you guys an opportunity to transcend a bit of learning. All right. I asked the question, how are you guys feeling? Did you guys type on the chat? I still feel I'm locked. Or should I ask? It will be limited if I ask what you want to learn. I already gave you guys, okay, I already have a direction as to what I want to teach. But there's something I'm really looking for. Maybe it's expression, maybe it's energy, maybe it's communication. So I feel great, lively, rich, and all right. Capture your emotions. tell me about your emotions at the end of this call. Your emotions before you came into the call and your emotions after the call. Capture it. That's what I'll need you guys to pay attention. Capture it and let me know at the end of this call. All right. How you came in is not how you're going to go out. So I said what I said about Mr. Giles and the other people. And many of you be asking, oh, you know, Camry, what does it take? I've said it before. I think there was a time Magdalene even asked, how do I join? I said, I'm watching. I'm watching everyone, right? I'm I'm watching everyone. Everyone who's in that group right now, I picked them. Nobody asked me to personally mentor them. I picked them and I added them. And the truth is, I still have intentions of increasing them. All right. When I got into this year, God told me, find 10 people that you want to impact trading selflessly into. 10. But guess what? I've exceeded what God told me because why there were people I couldn't just not. One, how did they qualify? They qualified because selflessly they followed instructions. Win or not, they were connected. All right. I said all I am saying to say this. You don't need money is not what you need. Many of you, you are limited with the mindset of money. What you need is access and the ability and humility to follow instruction. If you can be good at this, you have everything going for you. Life is a stage. It goes through process. If I think of some things that has happened in the course of my life, I wasn't qualified. There, and you guys to pay attention. The times I used to struggle to get things that I wanted, if I look back at those times, it hurts. It's painful to have known that why did I struggle too much for years when it was all simple. And I want to take a moment to let any heavy heart who's here today, any struggling heart that is here today, I want to let you know, you may have heard it from many people, but I want to reconfirm something simple. Life is hard, but hard is a choice. You want to write that down. Life is hard, but hard is a choice. If you want life to be very hard, it's a choice. If you want life to be very easy, it's a choice. I don't need money. Neither do you. The confusion of money puts you in a wrong direction. Always. The moment I made a decision to get access and I was humble enough to follow instruction, money has always showed up in my life. I don't have to pursue it. So I'm asking myself, why do people spend so much energy chasing money when all they need to do is to crumble all of their world to humility and just pursue access, invest in access? So while I thought about this morning, because many of you think you need to know how to trade, something is missing. You just need to know how to trade. Can I tell you one truth? I'm a coach, I'm a mentor. I've been here for going to 8 years right now. You don't need to know how to trade. You need to get access to the right trading principles. I need you guys to type principle on the chat. Everything is principled. From the basic of growth, the basics of growth start from principle and essence. Everything is based on principle. You need learning principle, you need money principles, you need relationship principles. If you're built on principles, okay, you will evade laws effectively and you will transcend essence. Okay. It's just that there are no moral compass to guide people in true learning. So what people are pushed to learn is to put you into slavery. You always want to be enslaved. So knowledge is a prison. Many of you don't know. The knowledge you are being pushed into is a prison because true knowledge is liberating. I tell you the scripture. You may know the truth. What does it say? You guys type in on chat. I know you guys are students of, you know these things. You don't have to be a Christian to know what I just said. You may know the truth. It makes you free. Truth brings freedom. It means true knowledge liberates. You cannot learn. And if your learning is subjecting you to struggle, you don't have the right learning principle. Okay. So one of the things I've invested myself over the years, I try and I'm growing in it, okay, is to teach by principle. I know tactics, I know I'm very good at this key. How many of you know that Kenry knows how to trade? I know the market. 100, put 100 on chat. At least you guys can trust me that I know the market. I know how to trade. But I'm also truthful enough not to guide you or not to reinforce my prowess in the market and mislead you. A lot of people have what I have, and it becomes their strength. My knowledge of the market is not my strength. My knowledge of teaching you how to learn is my strength. I want to teach you how to learn. And it's not the market that is your priority. I always say that, guess what? Do you know one of the things I do consciously when I want to teach something powerful? The way I teach, I dissolve people who don't know how to pay attention and who don't want. Do you know that if I continue talking like this, many of you are going to leave this call? The reason you would leave is because you came for the wrong thing, and I don't want to encourage it. So I don't encourage bad learning, and I've tried that, and I'm appreciative to God. But if you are intentional, you have a heart to truly learn right. If you learn the principles that I'm sharing with you, and every principle has a foundation. Okay. First, you have to dissolve the wrong knowledge. What is the wrong knowledge in every that is attributed to all of us? Okay. The things you do won't make you money. So you write that down. It's very, very important. The things you do won't make you money. You don't make money by what you do. If you can dissolve that, not so that is why the reason I'm saying that is don't put your strength in the knowledge of the market. If I give you my brain, you still blow account. The reason you blow account is not because you do not have the knowledge. You blow account because that is what reflects you. You saw what Steve Harvey said. You know, I like that video, and that put me in a rush. Okay, he said something. Many of you should go watch that video again. He said you have two positive fields in your mind. All right, the negative, good, positive, negative, evil. When you wake up, how you feel, your brain goes to work to make it happen. It means how you feel is an expression of who you are. Okay, so if who you are is negative and you invest money into negativity, 100 times zero is what? Your experience will delete that $100. That's why you blow that account. You not blow that account because you have the skill to make money. You blow that account because that is your negative field. So I know I can go in that tunnel, but I said that to say this to you. Gaining access helps you with something knowledge won't. But it is not complete until you believe in one thing. So I need access. When I came into this environment, I needed access to guidance, to leadership. Not what I want to be led on. I see. Testimony. I hated trading. And guess what? A part of me still hate it. I know you guys are surprised. Are you surprised what I just said? You should be. Those of you who have closed, if you've listened to me, you know that one of the reasons I am a disciplined trader is because of my personality and my resolve towards trading. I don't like trading. I don't like sitting in this market and looking for money in this market. You don't understand. Okay, but I'm saying this so that you can get something. If you can get the principle I'm trying to share here right now, you'd have moved a layer of your prison. Why did I trade? Service, commitment, an opportunity of value to give. So I've mastered it over the years. It has become part of me, despite the fact that I don't like it. If many of you have what I have in trading, you will die in the market. All right. Your obsession will kill you if you know what I know. But I don't use what I know because I only take the relevant things that apply to service. Okay. So a part of me, despite the fact that I have mastered this over the years, I am in control because why? A part of me, this thing cannot leave, that this thing cannot take charge of me because I don't even like it. So why do I do it? Okay. I gain access. When I gained access, I was humble enough to follow instructions. And when I followed instructions, the pathway to service opened. And when that service opened, I was humble enough, all right, to apply myself to the process of service. Hence, I became remote today. Do I have money? Do I have influence? Have I grown? Do I have something to give? Has it been a better life? Not because I wanted to trade. Those two things I gave to you. The humility to following instructions and access will change your life. Will put you where you ought to be, not where you want to be. All right. And if you can just pick this, make this a template, pray about this, say, wow, I need access. There are certain people you gain access to, your life changes, but it won't change if you do not have the right perspective. So I'm telling you, I never loved trade. There's a reason I told you that. Many of you, you get access because of something you want. Okay. But I gain access because of who I want. Okay, I realized that I needed some people. They have what it takes. So this is the person that can lead me. So how do you want to lead me? I'm not the one who's telling you how you're going to lead me. That's very, very powerful. And I needed to tell you guys this, to have a template, okay, and to lead you in a direction of this same environment you are in right now. One of the things you should seek after more and more is access. Prioritize access to accountability, to mentorship, to guidance than your need to trade. When you do that, everything you are looking for in trading over 3 years will be established, will be manifested. You'll be like someone. You'll be confident enough to say the things I'm saying at your own level. It comes in grade. Okay. Dissolve yourself of the need to gratify. I am trading, so I need to have results. If I'm not having results, I'm not winning. Just get off. It's a prison. Okay. You will grow. I'm positive, and it's a guarantee. All right. I remember there are a couple of you here right now. Your testimonies are the same thing. Emiola, I don't know if you're here. He came in just a couple of months. He sent me results yesterday. You guys saw it. He's passed an evaluation account, and that is a feat. There are certain things people could not do before. Just having access. They are not doing it, but they've been trading. You get what I'm saying? They've been trading, they've gotten strategies that can fill two stories. They are swimming in strategies, but for every knowledge, they are imprisoned. They are imprisoned by their knowledge. But what did I do different? Do you think it's my skill that is making you guys pass and grow right now? For those of you that have experienced the same level of success as you came into the circle. Mr. Giles, I've been teaching you, I think, a couple of months before you came in from GFO, but you did not experience what you experienced when you came in. True or true? All right. Saint bless. See, it is not what I teach that will grow you. It is closure and your ability to submit yourself to instructions. Simple. Nothing more, nothing else, nothing less. You guys understand what I just said? If you go what I just said, I put 100. There's a reason I'm saying this significantly. If your mind does not shift towards your direction you're going wrong. Then I want your mind to shift. It is not what I have to teach you today that will transcend or change you or add to your pile of, I got this, I figured it out. Oh man, something just popped. No, it's not that. It's your closure. Okay. And I will submit to you. Many of you will be asking yourself right now, how do I gain closure? How many of you are here, you're asking that question right now? I've said it actually, but I said it in blur lines. But I've actually said it, but you're still here. You are. So if closure, access is powerful, all right? If access is powerful, how do I get access? Or what's the proper way to get access? So I mentioned a couple of people, all right? They are presently in my highest form of personal mentorship right now, okay? But it is free. If it is free, it means they paid with something else because nothing is actually free. Am I correct? No true value is free. It means they paid with something else. And that is one of the things I say, and I've been training you guys on. Be present, be accountable, communicate. It is your accountability. Many of you do not know how to be accountable. You see one thing about accountable, write it on the chat. I want to give you guys a template to understanding what accountable means. In accountability, there's submission. You cannot be accountable if you do not submit. All right. Many of you, you are delusional and confused towards your direction. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that. Hence, you're not following instruction because you're not submissive. And because you're not submissive, you're not accountable. Everyone who is in my program right now, even from a distance, I saw that they were accountable. And because they were accountable, I brought them close. So in the crowd, I am like a vine. You are part of the tree. Anyone that bears fruit will be pruned. That's the principle that I'm moving on right now. Okay, I'm watching out for people that wants to grow. In 2026, I'm gifting the opportunity for growth to people who have accountability in them. Okay, so I train you. So there are two levels to accountability. And suffice to say, should I say it? There are two levels to accountability. One is growth accountability, then the other one is learning accountability. For everyone who's in my circle right now, okay, it was based on learning accountability. So it's not because, oh, Kenry is always telling us growth, growth, growth. So because some people were accountable to growth, that's why I brought them close. No, I brought you close because of learning. So what's accountability in learning? Every time I come on the session, I teach you, right? Easy template. You guys follow me quickly right now. I teach. Do you learn? When I teach you, do you learn? Really? Okay, good. Do I know you learn? When I know you learn, or I know you're learning, you're accountable. Did you guys get it now? I teach you. If I know you're learning, you are connected to a system of accountability. You connect yourself. It means you're submissive. For me to know you're learning, it means you do something. So I'll put it in a phrase or so, because I want you guys to get it. Because I will teach you again. I want to teach you now again. Okay. But many of you will not be accountable simply because you do not know what accountability is. All right. It says, sir, I'm not used to this kind of mentorship without payment. All right, don't worry. Okay. There is a payment. It is not free. It's just that it has a different form of payment. And I'm not selling my mentorship to you. I'm not using it today. Come and join my mentorship. All right. It is not paid by money at the moment. So if I teach you and I tell you, there's always an instructions when I teach, true or true. I tell you what to do to gain. Do I say it? All right. Do I say it? Like sometimes I'll tell you, maybe watch a video or document this strategy, go back test, all right, then or open this account. I do things. Do I say those things? Now, the question is, if truly you are doing it, do I know you are doing it? How many of you have a trading account here? And I know what currency you are trading in that trading account. What instrument you are trading in that trading account? How much you funded and what's your risk management? How many of you here? I know. It's only a few people that are going to raise their hand. And guess what? Those few people are in my mentorship circle. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do it and start telling me, then you'll be in my mentorship circle. No, I'll tell you, okay? The reason they came into that circle was this training, this effort that I am putting in, they are showing me that I am doing something right. Submission is accountability. Go watch a video 120 times, 100 times. Someone go watch it. You would have questions. And next thing, oh, Mr. Cambry, you said we should watch this video. And while I was watching it, I noticed this submission, accountability. I get it. I said, oh, you watched it. Okay, do this, do this. And you did it and you came to me. All right. Oh, while I was doing this, I started, I've grown my account. This week I did this. Come on. Are you guys seeing the difference? Tell me that person won't grow. That person is the person that is submissive. Are we together now? Are you guys getting it now? Okay. It doesn't have to be talking to me directly. We are in a group. We have a trading community. And oh, I just watched this video right now and I realized this or this did this to me. You communicated it in that group. I'm seeing you. That's accountability. When you are submissive in learning, you will get more direction. Many of you are just experiencing trading without guidance. You don't have access, but you're present. Remember this, I said, not everybody shows up, but those who shows up have the opportunity to learn. But not everybody who learns get results. But those who get results, not everybody who gets result grows. See, you have to be the one that separates yourself to say, I want to show up first. Then when I show up, I want to learn. Okay. Then when I learn, I practice, I want to get a result. It's not about the result. My direction is to grow. But you see this thing about learning and result. For you to grow, it doesn't need you. You don't have it to grow. Growth is guidance. If you don't have it, you will be struggling and moving in circles of learning. Put 100 if you got what I just said. And that is the problem many of you are experiencing. Many of the likes of you are experiencing. You will still continue experiencing if you do not know this thing that I'm telling you. So the first part of what I wanted to share and show you guys, I have accomplished it. You can stop moving in circles when you just submit yourself to accountability. It does something for you. It brings you into access. All right. And guess what? Many mistakes you will make now is because you want to gain access, you want to be accountable. You've done it wrong. Because now many of you are interested in gaining access to that inner circle. Your mind has, don't allow the wrong reason make you do the right thing. It will lead to what? The wrong reason, because you will be disappointed. All right. Did you guys hear what I said? Because I know now that I've shared some, just the same way somebody will come and tell you, see, oh, this strategy will help you grow account. All right. If you do this strategy, and because you want to grow account, you're gonna do that strategy. And you've been fucked up over and over again. You're disappointed. Don't allow sweet mouth. In fact, be afraid of the things you want when you're broke. Did you guys hear me? Just plain signal. I'm giving you guys a signal, live signal right now. Be scared of the things you want, the things you need when you are broke or when you are not to where you want to be. Be scared. Be cautious. Question your needs and your wants. Take it to someone who you have access to and say, this is what I want to do. Can I do it? Because why? Your your needs have brought you where you are. For you to take yourself to where you are right now, to where you want to be, you don't need your needs. Your needs are not qualified. It means you can't trust them. So why follow them? So ask for guidance. Let instruction be your template. That is what access does to you. Access brings you into instruction. Because you're submissive, you get it right. Does that make sense? Did you guys get it clear? You got it clear, right? So I know that if I teach you this next simple thing, you will be accountable. And if there is a question of, Kenry, how should I be accountable? It is all in the group. Just bring out a social part of you, trust in the process, and just submit anything you're doing, put it out. And guess what? I could tell you something very beautiful. One of the projects we are launching is to encourage accountability. Okay. Like I said, I'm very excited. And the good news is our app is fully ready, fully complete, and ready to launch. So that's I'm containing my excitement. Okay. And I'm telling you, part of what I just shared now is part of the feature because I am looking at to solve a problem. The app is a problem solving, is problems, it's a solution. How am I going to put it? It's a solution in the trading industry. It's a solution. So one of the biggest, okay, you guys type on the chat what you think to be the major problems around the trading space. Everybody type on the chat. Wow. I didn't want to say this. Oh, goodness God. Ah, help me today. All right. Everyone on the chat, everyone on the chat. And if you're in a hurry, you miss out on a big thing. Okay. And you guys should say the truth. Dig deep and say the truth. Or challenges people have in the trading space. Challenges. Say long truth. I didn't say, okay, you guys calm down a bit. You guys are becoming too selfish and too self-centered. Relax. There are some questions that need some technicality. They need some thinking in the trading space, not just you. Be someone who's an observer. You see from the inception of when you know Forex should be Forex. What do you think has been the challenges of a lot of traders? So don't look at it from only your window. You can use your window as a way to look at it. Access to growth. Okay. You guys that now you can think. Okay. Problem of hype, mentorship, affordability, accountability process. All right. So if we just even sum it up with this one, so there's been a problem of access to mentorship. It is expensive, true or true. It is pricey. Then what you guys didn't mention, community. The right community, not the one that will rip you off, not the one that confuses you. All right. The right community. So it is expensive. Mentorship is expensive. Now, there is the problem of the right knowledge, the right training. Everybody trains you on what to just get you in movement, not progress. Majority of the training systems, they just want you to trade, not grow in the knowledge of trading. Because why? It's a board of business. Okay. So it is shaped that way. The biz is more of a business environment. All right. But that's how it's designed to be because that's what brings you access. But majorly, it's expensive. Okay. Then access to true mentorship, closure. All right. Then we have right the right trading resource, then community, then an accountability process to translate growth. Those are part of the things that I looked in over my 8 years experience, and I asked, what is that angle? What is that angle? My journey started with IM Academy. This is far back 2018, where you have to pay for subscription for about $325 for premium access, which was beautiful, which changed my life. But if we're looking at our geographical economy, not everybody have that type of access. Am I correct? And guess what? Not that it's a hype. There was no true proper accountability and a learning process. It was done by leaders, intentional leaders who brought in a system, not the company. True or true. There was not an accountability process. And there was no direction. They just gave you access to information, nothing to direct you. If I'm saying the truth, you can actually oppose me but these are the things I experienced, despite the fact that it worked for me. It didn't work for a lot of people. We took our time to guide people. That's why Ken Remo is Ken Remo, because I became someone who's guiding people in a company that has access to resources. All right. There was no proper structure or guidance. It has to be the leaders. Okay. Am I correct? Put 100. I'll put one. So it was expensive. Then there was no guidance. And because of that, people just come in, they get access to everything, and their brain overwhelms and they start making mistakes, start losing money. Everybody was following signals. Now, some of the leaders, they just say, okay, what's selling so that we can get subscriptions and things. So they put focus on things that are selling. But at the end, the system crumbled. It took a while, but it crumbled because there was no structure that guides people to grow. Okay. So that was major. I saw that as a major challenge. All right. And I saw part of the things I did that helped. But if we have to really break it down to the most significant one, people want to learn. We live in a world right now where the financial system is crumbling, and a lot of people have to now find alternative ways to make money. The 9 to 5 can help. But if you have to learn, true learning takes time. It takes between 6 to 18 months. True learning. You need that amount of time. Okay. But how can you pay that amount of money when you're struggling? Even if you have it, you get tired. Am I correct? Tutu. So I now realize People want to learn, but a major problem is access or access to affordability. It has to be affordable. Even if it is true, let it be affordable. Okay. And no great thing is truly affordable, that affordable. Is that correct? No beautiful thing, no powerful thing is truly that affordable. So over my time, I'm sorry I went this direction. We're still going to trade. I already, so you guys pardon me a little bit. All right. I've said it. I can't go back on it. Can I continue? Because I know you guys are also interested in that good news. All right. But if you're not interested, see this. I could continue to the trading. Like, should I go back to training? Like, I didn't want to do this. I actually, if I said I was going to do this, I said I was going to do it at the end of the call. But I already. So okay, you guys are interested. That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate. So I realized that for the truth is truth. So Forex is divided into forms: experience, mentorship, mastery. People need experience, but experience should not be expensive. Mentorship can be slightly expensive, but that experience, because when you gain experience, you realize you need mentorship. But first, gain experience. Okay. Experience is going to lead you to mentorship. You can afford mentorship when experience pays you. Experience can actually pay you. So there is leverage to learning and there is leverage to earning. What do people really need when they come in first? A stable environment and a conditioning to leverage earning while they learn. You want to write these things I'm saying down. Okay, that is the right guidance. Pushing you to learn without a foundation of earning, you will not survive it in Forex, except you have lots of money planned out. That's a problem we were not told. When you come in here, the time for you to start getting results from your learning will take a while. So one of the things you should do is leverage experience, get access, experience, humble yourself, follow instruction, you get results. In your first month, second month, you start getting results. Trust in those results over a period of time while you learn easily. Do you think that's a good approach? But you need the mistake people do. They get access to code. The next thing is they want to start trading like them and getting their results. You are delusional. You are delusional. It won't work. That's the truth. That's the truth. And that's what a lot of you people are doing. That's why you're not accountable. You're funding your account. You're trying to trade like me because I've taught you what I'm doing and you're trying to do it yourself. Rather than leveraging me, you are leveraging more of yourself that is incompetent. I know I'm hard, but I'm telling you the truth. How many of you know I'm saying the truth? And that's what a lot of traders do. Because why? They've been programmed with this ideology that if I can just keep doing it, now they buy mindset, just keep doing it. You're doing it the wrong way doesn't mean you get it right. You can be disciplined and consistent and you will fail. You can be disciplined. I want to keep doing it, keep learning, keep practicing, but you will still fail. It's not that you will fail. If you stay consistent, maybe you may break through. All right. But you yourself will fail, you'll get tired. Am I making sense? Beautiful. So, what is the right approach? Right approach is I come into a space, let me find someone who is getting results and I know how they are getting results. Okay, I want to learn from them, but before I learn from them, I will leverage them. So, do they have a signal? Do they have a strategy? Do they put out opportunities to earn? Like I do, market insight, I do. You get why? I want you to leverage me. Because part of even learning right is being able to leverage me. And you can tell me, oh, Kemba, I've been trading with you over the last 3 months. I funded that account and I've been taking your trades and I grew. I followed your instruction. How many of you can say you've been doing this? No, but you have your personal account. You are trading the strategy by yourself. Now your emotions are mixing you up. You're not getting my result because you're not taking my trades. And that's what many of you are doing. How many of you are victims of what I'm saying? Raise your hand. You are trying to overqualify yourself and nobody is on the seat judging you. You're putting yourself in a competition. Nobody is judging you. You understand? Leverage gives you foundation. And I said something. There's one of my trainers I said, proof of instruction shows proof of result. You cannot get proof of your own result if you do not have proof of instructions. Proof of leverage. Follow, do. So that's soft landing. And that's one of the things we did, with our project. We wanted to give people an experience to leverage to earn while they have access to learning. Okay. But the challenge is learning is my priority or should be the priority, but it takes time. Okay. So what is that factor that could help someone not get distracted? Affordability. Imagine you're paying $150 or probably less than $200 for access for a whole year. How does it sound? So I got myself into trouble. Yeah, a whole year. Would you be disturbed by getting results so quickly if you have access for a whole year for less than $200? I mean, access to leverage. Now you can get signals, prioritize strategy, and you can just leverage. Now you can focus on learning. you, you want me to repeat it? This I said a whole year. Okay. Monthly, you get access for $9. You get access for $15, and depending on the tier of, so that the whole idea is you can retain learning without distraction. There is a vision for our project is to create the most sustainable trading environment in the universe. Okay. Trading community. Our goal is the community. That's one of the strongest points we wanted to achieve with the project. Okay, bring traders into a circle through the right vision. So the problem of affordability, and who do we want to cut across? So we're not separating anybody. The majorly our youth, our teenagers, even the young scholars, in their early age, they can start having access to money cycles. All right. And their parents could pay for them. And they'll start being trained, getting access to how to earn. How many of you think that makes sense? And this brings, so that is one of the biggest point because a lot of people, I know this is going to face a lot of challenge, but I figured out the metrics. If you solve a problem, you're unstoppable. So it's not about the business, it's about the problem. Who's going to appeal to? It's already appealing to you. Am I correct? All right. I could go on and on, but the call is not for that. But that is one of the good news that the problem of affordability, this project is going to solve it. Now, so if you have a challenge of indiscipline, it will all be yours. It will not be a problem of money anymore. If you can take that problem of money out of the way, a bigger part of the mountain has been taken out. Everybody agrees with me, right? So if we're not talking about discipline, you can be disciplined. Oh, not because you don't have money. I need to make money today. To do what? Some of you, a lot of people then, oh, they want to make money for their subscription. I mean, if you have, I need to make money from my subscription. So you're in a hurry to make money because you want to pay a couple of hundreds of dollars. That will not be your problem anymore. So if I tell you to do the right thing, you will do the right thing because why? Money will no more be a problem. Okay. So let me leave it at that. Another one was community. Okay. We wanted to raise a community of accountability. So we're designing, you guys are going to probably by next week. All right. For the major community, you guys are going to see, we're going to have a demo. All right. Where you could have your own timeline. So let me tell you one of the challenge. When we're in these companies like I Am Academy, we do not have a communication channel to our educators. We couldn't ask them questions. We couldn't drill them. If they sent something, we couldn't ask questions based on there was no communication, and many people needed access to ask questions, to scrutinize, to am I correct? I know many of you who reached out to me, the only way you could get access to me was on Instagram. There was no way because the business model does not encourage access because why? They know it's threatening. Okay. Many educators will siphon, and that I can't change that. I can't change that. Okay. But I found that it's a problem. People who truly want to learn need access. So we created a timeline where every educator you can, such like a social media, you can follow and subscribe to them and you can connect with them. Are you guys making sense of this? You can ask questions. There will be a thread of communication. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like it's a community of connection. Access. We infused access. All right. I'm more intentional about the solution than the abuse. You can't stop an abuse, but the solution is important. So another thing was accountability is key. So you will have your own timeline where you can begin to share your progress. All right. And guess what? The educators can begin to assess you. So nobody is going to be in isolation. The field of environment will grow you. Okay. How many of you are following so far? Put 10 on the chat. And many of you, you don't know what you need, but we've already made provisions for it. You don't know what you need. Okay. But everything you're going to need to grow as a student, all right, we made availability. So there is going to be signals. There is going to be courses, all right, for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. There's going to be strategies, all right, and there's going to be live mentorship, HFX and Forex, and there's going to be automations for investors. People want to see it while they learn, and the thing is working for them. All right, this is one solution that the app is going to bring, but most importantly, the biggest one for me, okay, we're going to break this down, but I'm just giving you guys a highlight, and I'm sorry I did it. I found that another problem, many people don't have money to trade. True or true? Should I tell you guys this? I mean, if you want me to tell you what I'm about to say. Hmm. I found that was one thing. One thing is a lot of people when they are learning, they don't have resource of income. Okay. So Forex is designed to multiply money. It's not a bank. Okay. And it's not an evaluation process. It's an environment to multiply money. So if you do not have a stream of income, it's challenging if you're looking for money in Forex. This is the truth many people won't want to hear. That is why you see the business model of Forex tries, why the educational system crumbles. The business model, like those that are into networking, brokerage, is thriving, but the educational, I am has gone. Many system has gone like I am. Every system that is designed like I am, they are going. Okay. It is programmed to do so. It's not sustainable. But the brokerage system is thriving. All right. The networking system is thriving. You know why? Because the system favors liquidity. If you are not a liquid learner, you would crumble. Is that a problem? Many of you don't have liquidity. So one of the problems we also did in solving was to provide liquidity through network. So I just want to ask a fair question. Many of you outside this business, you do not know how to build stream of income, okay? Because you do not have a service-based value. What I just shared with you right now, ladies and gentlemen, is it powerful value? Let me know in chat. Is it affordable? Do you think it has a major constraint with SQs? Do you think it's acceptable? It will be acceptable by many. All right, beautiful. So one of the things we designed the app, the community-based environment, we designed it in a way it serves you as a source of income to you. So as a trader, trust me, within a space of 6 months, if you are someone who's connected and you're following instructions and you have the intentions to grow, you submit yourself, some people within this ecosystem will begin to grow income from a network because it is affordable. If my friend joins me, I am connected to a stream of income. If my friend joins me, okay, but because now my friend is trading like I am trading and is getting into the system month in, month out, because I referred my friend, I will earn a portion of his fee. So the app pays you for referring. There's going to be an affiliate system. So imagine you have 100 people. That's a stream of income. Every month you're earning that stream of income. That 100 is going to grow to 500 to 1,000 over time. You would have built yourself a system of earning money if you grow. That's why I'm teaching you guys about growth, because now you have value. You have something people need. You have a solution. All you just need to do is not to be selfish. And when you do that, some people will be earning crazy amount of money and they can put this into trading and they'll grow. So you don't need to do this, but those who do will thrive more than those who don't. Does this make sense? So it's a solution for people to create a sustainable stream of income, because one of the challenges we had with those business was we're trying to force value into people. So we sell what people would want to pay for. And when they pay for it, they don't get it. We now try to tell them, okay, you can do this to get it. I was part of that wrong system, because why? It's like we didn't have option. We need to keep our members. So we keep selling them things to keep them, to pay those high subscriptions. But trust me, most of those things were not genuine heart. All right. It's like we were forced. We're forced into networking because we have to keep a rank. We have to keep a, but guess what? 8 years has taught me a couple of things. Do things, let value attract people. Okay. If it is affordable, it's already attracting. That's the first solution. Then when people come in, they say, what? This is what you are giving for this amount, multiplier. Am I correct? You don't need to tell someone, go refer a friend, they'll bring a crowd. But if there is result, now I want to ask everyone a question on this chat right now. Do you think we have credible results? All right, beautiful. I'm going to tell you the next one. That's going to be for the launch. So in my program, the way we designed it to be, when we launch, you guys are going to find that in the next 6 months to 1 year, many of you will be earning in the turn of $5,000, $10,000 from a network. If only you could apply yourself to seeing the vision of growth. All right. With that small amount of money. That's crazy, but I'll leave it there. Are you guys excited? So, by the grace of God, we are doing what we call a soft launch next week. All right. I'm going to have our internal student uh, be the first runners before the main crowd. Okay, so this probably by before Sunday, I'm going to give you guys an update. So they're going to be the first runners. Then next week, probably open it to the whole team next week or before the end of the month. All right. And you guys will tell me what it looks like, share your experiences, then we'll push it out. Any question? All right. Before we get into trading, any question? Are you guys excited about what I shared with you guys today? Okay. Are you sure you guys are excited? So now you guys know you don't have a problem with access, right? I only shared the beautiful side. I didn't share the other side, not for today. The challenging side. Okay, good. What do we have? 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 All right. Okay, so I know you guys made this yesterday. This hit TP1 yesterday. All right. This was a good trade yesterday. This was a good trade as well yesterday. This was good as well yesterday. And I believe it's still gonna sell down here. I have a feeling it would. Okay. Gold played out yesterday. So we had gold. I think gold did um yeah, I called gold for the sell. It did the sell yesterday. Then I also called price action buy. Okay, that one did he hit? Let me see. Yeah, he hit a lesson yesterday. So I have a feeling that this guy is still gonna buy. All right, because if it breaks above this, now it's gonna buy. So I'm just checking what we traded yesterday. Euro USD, voila. All right. Sorry. So we had Euro USD. I think it was US 30, Euro USD played out there, and I think it's still going to drop to this area. I think it was US 30. We had the first entry, hit us out. Okay. Your challenge is to get a prop firm account to trade. How long have you joined us? Chooks. Okay. So I think this guy is still going to drop here because though it's on discount right now, the opportunity for a buy is stronger than that of a sell. Okay. So I'm going to look at that. So we made money on this yesterday. So EU made us money, gold made us. I think it was US 30. Okay, let's see. Okay, GU. So GU distributed first on the buy side, then liquidated on the sell side. All right, played out the sell, hit TP yesterday as well. So EU, GU. So GU was a break even. US 30 was a break even. All right, but S&P 500 paid. Um, uh S&P 500 paid, gold paid, Euro USD paid. Okay, so I have a feeling that GU is still going to drop. So if it snipes, today is a continuation. I just need it to break structure. It's going to drop down, okay, to this level. Today is your first time of joining my live, all right? Okay, good. So if you check the link on setup, Forex setup, there is a broker that is there for prop firm. 10 Trade is a broker that has a prop firm. Okay, and that is the broker we use for prop firm. All right. So we're also going to be launching another experience, a broker, okay, with the app. Okay, there's a broker for those of you who want to trade on the broker side. So 10 Trade has a broker, but we are looking at some features of the app that would encourage some of the things we're doing. So I just brought in a relationship with a broker right now. I'm going to announce that on the launch as well. Okay. I'm going to add the link anyway to for those of you who want to set up, because at the end of the day, I want to tell you this. Um, this is a universal space. You're allowed to do what you want, but one of the things I've told you right now, okay, when it comes to guidance and mentorship, you want to do things in submission. So that is one of the things I did. If I'm trading with a mentor, I'm trading with their broker. Why? Because I want to have the same experiences they're having. Okay. If I'm having a challenge, I can go to them and guide them. Many of you will not come to me and you want my guidance when you're not following my instructions. You won't get it properly. Okay. A proper guidance. So that's one of the things I do. So we have brokers we're using. I'm using 10 Trade at the moment for prop firm. Okay. Right now, we just had a partnership with one broker, and they have different experiences. In fact, I'll do that announcement. We have some monies that are on the table right now that a lot of you are going to grab. Okay, I probably will drop something this evening because I want some people to be part of the money experience. There's money. There's a trading. I'm launching a trading competition where some of you we win money. All right. Some of you would have deposit bonuses. It's just activity to create, you know, make some money. Let me see. All right, Giles. So we had okay, that's that. That's that. Okay, good. So what am I looking at today? What would the market do today? The US dollar is strong. So if we're looking at the US dollar right now, I told you guys that if the market breaks this, can you see? I said if the market breaks this area, it's going to buy. And guess what? That's if the US dollar is strong, then this thing is going to sell. That's why gold sold. That's why US30 sold. So there's a correlation between the US dollar index and the currencies you're trading. Right now is on premium, which means yes, it has bought. It's bullish, but it's on premium. If the market gets here right now, I will now start looking at selling or buying against the US dollar. Okay, but it will get here, which means USD, Euro USD can still sell. Okay, if it breaks here right now, it's still going to sell. So one of the things I'm just looking, if this breaks below this area right now, so this is part of the training. So I said I was going to train on, I just want to give the signal out of the way, then I'll train. And I've started the training. Okay. One of the things I want to do today is being able to understand price action. All right. Understanding price action. You want to write that on your note and you want to take. So this is a previous high. Market broke this previous high, created a new one, which means this area is a change of character. The moment market changes character, okay, price has shifted to the opposite trend. So market will start selling when it changes character, probably retest. All right, that's a continuation pattern on the downside. So I will still be buying this market, or it is still quality buy as long as it hasn't changed character. It may come, retest this area, break or structure, and continue. If it does that, anything I see Euro USD do, okay, I would want to go what? Sell Euro USD. If the US dollar gains strength, all right, the pair it is against, we actually what? Sell. So what I'm just going to do right now, market is in a breeze. All right, it's neither here nor here. So there may still be stalling. So the moment this market confirms a retest here and opens a new candle, probably on a 1 hour, and that candle is a bullish candle, I will just go sell anything that I see, the snipe, whatsoever that I see, okay, on this market. So I could tell you this market is still going to sell, but it may want to come here just like US dollar on retest, then sell. So I will be watching that. So there may be a sell, but at the same time, if it start pulling, if the US dollar start pulling, I'm just showing this before I get into the meeting, the main training. If it breaks, if US dollar loses strength and breaks below this area, just know you need to start buying Euro USD. Okay. Are you guys with me? So there is going to be, I want you guys to start seeing a correlation or using the correlation of the US dollar index for confirming the direction of your trade, you're trading. So gold is connected to the dollar index. BTC USD is connected to the dollar index. As this market increase, if you check BTC USD, all right, it actually what? Sold. So there was a sale. You see, this market is sold because why? The US dollar gain. Okay, gold sold. Euro USD, GBP USD, they sold. Even the indices, they sold. Why? Because the dollar gained strength. So the dollar is a universal pair for you guys to watch. It's like the main sentiment of the market for you guys to watch anything you're trading. Okay. If the dollar is weak, every other thing will buy. If the dollar is strong, every other thing paired against it will sell. So if I can understand price action even on the dollar index, okay, I can begin to get better in my trading analysis. I begin to get precise. So hence I want to teach you guys a bit of price action. Okay. Is it US30? Same as no, US30 is indices. All right. This is index. Index means just the currency, the dollar index. Okay. Is the currency. It is not. So every currency has its index. It means the currency itself. Okay. What indicates that currency? So that's the index. All right. So go a pound, euro index, JPY index. So it's all every currency has it. And major traders, many volume goes into the index, the futures, the stocks, than it comes into the forex market. If you guys don't know, so it's one thing to look. You can upgrade your game of analysis when you begin to understand the index. So what? So let me just get the signals out of the way, then we come into the training. So what would I do in US 500 right now? Market has sniped. Okay. And trust me, this is a snipe. Oh, what did I do? Okay. So market has sniped US 30. That's a snipe. All right. The snipe is a snipe. That's so the market is okay. So let me tell you, the market is bearish already from yesterday, and a snipe is a continuation. Okay. So this is one of those snipe. Um, Based on the long-term trail of a sell, it has sniped. Okay. And because it's not in a structure, I don't have to wait for a structure. Okay. For the snipe, I'll take the trade. Okay. It's either it continues or it's going to break above. So this could be your risk and reward is, in fact, this could be a trade that will happen just, yeah. So this market has sniped. Okay. Though in the milli during the Asian session, it broke structure. The market changed character. So this is actually a bullish structure. In the millis, just it's just rising on the bull because why? From the Asian sell yesterday, the market changed character, and that is a when market changes character, I'm not adding price action, okay? But snipe is snipe. But I'm just trying to help you guys with the knowledge in case because many people what they experience in trading is this: when they lose, if I lose a market, I want to know why I lost, not because I will stop myself from losing. Okay. But I just want to understand, oh, all right, okay, this is why the market went. It just gives me this chill of confidence that, okay, this is a worthy loss. Okay. So I study my losses. So if I lose this trade right now, no, because of the internal, this is bullish. So I would have told you this because this market is bullish. A better way to sell this market, okay, will let it change character. Okay. Let it change character. So that is what I would do. Hmm, I think that even seems more ideal. If it changes character, that's full bearish. It means because this character, this market, watch this. Okay, this is a sell range. Okay, there's a break of structure here. Okay, and there's a continuation, and there's a break of structure here. So this continued down. Okay, now what happened that is went up. So this is a bullish structure. You can see this and it broke major structure. This is a bullish move. This market is a bullish move. Okay. It has changed character. It means there's a market structure shift on the sell side. So an ideal thing to do is you want to get in the continuation of just let it get into the structure back. If it breaks this, it has changed character back into the sell. So that is probably why I do market outlook so that I can see the relationship between all right, the move of the market. And I could say this is why I tell you shift. When the market is bullish and I want to sell, I need a change of character. Okay. So this is probably more ideal. But if you're doing raw, so this is more ideal for a change of character snipe. Okay. Which is a little bit painful though, because this market, before it comes here, it's almost a TP1 for the raw. Okay. So what I would do today in S&P 500, I will be a little patient. Okay, but for the raw, it already sniped. All right. And let's go. So if you took that, this would be your risk. Don't run away from your trade. But if you want to take it, this is another way I'm going to take it because why? This has a very good return on investment on a swing. So S&P 500 is on a swing level. So if it comes here right now, I'm going to put an alarm here. Okay. If it breaks below this, I'm going to enter to this next level. So this is what I'm going to do today. Okay, on raw shift. Okay, this is what I'm going to do today on raw shift. So you guys can put an alarm here. If it breaks below this level, I'm gonna sell. All right. But for raw S&P 500 at snipe, is that clear? Is that clear? And you guys know now that I trade. I would analyze what I see, but I tell you what I trade. So this is what I am going to trade. Despite the fact that this looks hungry. This one looks sweet, but I'll trade this. Okay. I'll trade this. And wherever the swing high is, it may come like this. So what should be your risk is not what I'm giving you. So let's say this market comes here like this, hits here, goes back into this area, creates another, all right, and breaks this. Okay. This level will be your risk because the risk is always your swing high. The high that broke the previous structure, that is always your risk. So I may give this, but if this market creates a structure like this, you now have to bring it and to be your reward. Does that make sense? Okay. Is that clear? Always know that your swing high is your what? Your risk point. If you guys have any questions while I'm calling or I'm sending the ideas we're going to take, all right, you can ask. Okay. You can ask. So US 30, I believe, is the same thing. If it closes below this area, I'm going to get in again. And the reason I'm showing you this so that you can know how to do it yourself. All right. So this already crossed a trend yesterday. It's still probably going to drop here. But for me to continue the sell, it needs to change character because this is slightly a bullish move because it changed character. You can see already for the sell, it has already changed character. For it to change character back into the sell, let it take away the low that created this new high. Okay. So that happens. Good. Now, I didn't do the buy side. Sorry. Sorry. So there is also a buy side. Since it's bullish, if it breaks above this area, then I have myself a buy on S&P 500. So if it breaks above this area, I have myself a buy. Sorry. And the risk is a little large though. It means I have to use this risk. I don't like to buy. Okay, but it goes, at least it gets up to 1 to 1. All right. So this is previous daily high. Okay, wow, this is, okay, yeah, it's correct. This is the previous high of the day. So we could also watch out for the buy. That's it. If it breaks. And I think it probably might. If it doesn't reject this area it's presently in, you want to go on the upside. Okay. So I'll show you another thing I want to show you guys. That's why I said I was going to do price action, but let's get the trade out of the way. Same thing with US 30. So let me send this in the group so that you guys have an idea of our insight. I guess so. My training is going to be very short. It's a concept. SP 500 sniping sight. So it's the same thing with US 30. US 30 and S&P 500 are pair to pair. Okay, let me take this backwards. So the buy is going to be above this area. It's just that the risk is going to be a little large. It has to be the swing low. And this is going to be previous day high. So it has some potential on the buy side as the same way it has on the sell side. Okay, so if the market closes above this area, a buy goes in. A buy goes in when it closes above. So I always use alarm to let me know. It's the same way when it closes below this area, I'm going to get in again for a sell. That's it. And this is it. So this is my S US 30 outlook. US 30 outlook. So gold is okay, hold on. Gold had already changed character. I think gold is on the bullish side. Okay, if I take this, so this is completed already. If gold breaks above this area, that is a buy. It has already changed character. This is a new, okay, not that. This is a low. Okay. Hold on. Let me see a little bit. It was bearish yesterday, slightly bearish in the consolidation. So we had this. I think, yeah, this is going to be, this didn't really, this is not a new low compared to this. This is proper change of character. So gold snipes above this right now. It's already bullish. So I'll look into this. If it snipes below, that's a sell. That's a sell because this is the change of character. So this snipes below, that's a sell. If it snipes above, that's a buy. Okay, the only thing that I'm gonna watch out for is the day's high. Does it give us qualification for the buy? It does. So good buying above this is man. He's a little oh boy. It's just that it's the risk. The risk has to be here. The reward is small. It's not even up to 1 to 1. So gold is dangerous on the buy side. Like gold is not complete on the buy side because if I have to take this trade, the risk should be here, Asian low. Okay, the swing low that took away the previous high. That's it. This is supposed to be married, but the reward is small. So what am I going to do to gold? The same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to get in on the bullish side of gold. Okay, I know I chose a small risk yesterday. All right. Wait, hold on. Why is this thing like this? Okay, I gave you guys yesterday because I didn't want this to go so that the sale will not be interrupted. But right about now, it's coming back again. But what I'm now going to do is I have to choose this swing low. If it breaks above this area, which is going to do now, all right, I think gold is actually going to buy. So gold is on a bullish swing already. Okay. If this 1 hour candle closes in the next 23 minutes, closes above, or this is what I'll tell you to do. Do a buy stop on gold. All right. So you can do a buy stop on gold. For price action, this is not snipe. Buy stop above, little above this candle. So I'll take it probably here. Okay. And this is going to be this risk. Okay. So little above this candle. That's a buy stop on gold. And the risk is here. All right. And the reward goes here. So it's a swing trade. 1 to 3. Buy stop on gold. This is not snipe. So if you're going to take it in your snipe account, You're not growing. Okay. Let me send buy stop on go. Let me send it in the group. Entry is 5195. 5195.017 SL 5111.82. So TP1 is going to be, so what you're going to do is you're going to break this trade into pieces. You're going to get out of here 5238, this first high. All right, and you're going to get here. The market gets here, it's going to probably return. So you're gonna chunk this trade depending on how you want to trade it. Okay, so you may take here, want to be quick out of here, but these are the different stops gold is going to make. Okay, so this is 5239. Five 286. 5374. So you just choose which one you want to go with. Yeah, that's like the difference of 5454. 5454. All right, good. So someone will say, Kenry, these plenty things you're taking. How can we take this trade when should we take the four? Okay, so depending on your risk, you can take 10 trades depending on your risk. What you do is that let's say you have $100 to risk today. You divide $100 into four, that's $25. It means for each trade you take $25 each. It means you break it into four. Or the $100, you say TP1, I'm going to exit 50% or 70% or 60%. So 60%, $60 from the $100 from TP1. So you now break the other $40 into three, probably $15 or $30 to take the other ones. Okay. That is how you break. You break your risk. Not that you are taking multiple trades with that. No, it has to fall in your risk. But if you feel your risk is indivisible, okay, it means you just have to get into one and forget the rest. All right. Because gold, for some of you, you don't have the account to trade gold. Some of you shouldn't be taking gold. If you do not have at least, let me not even say it. All right, so let me just, okay. It says should wait for a retest after the candle break. No, it's a buy stop. Gold is a buy stop. It means gold is already, we are already on a swing on gold. Gold is already on a swing. Okay, so this is another break structure. It's already doing it. So I give you a buy stop to continue with it. So it's no on price action. This is price action. No on snipe. I'm gonna wait for it to. I'm not buying it on Snipe because why? It doesn't qualify for Snipe buy because I have to get at least a 1-to-1 on Snipe. It doesn't give me a one to. If I'm using this rate, this doesn't give me a 1-to-1. That's why I'm not sniping good. I will only snipe good for itself. So gold closes below this area right now. Okay, this is going to be my risk, and I have it to sell down to the next low. So that's it. I'll sell gold if it's nice for a sell. So, but for price action, I'll leave it for a buy. Any question? So that is about Euro USD. This has not changed character, so I won't do anything on Snipe. This has to change character before I'll buy. Same thing with GU. But if it closes below this area, I'm going to sell. But the truth is this. If it closes below, I will not have a risk to reward for a sell. So what I'm just going to do on Euro USD, I'm going to be patient with the market. If it breaks above this, I'm going to buy. That's when I'm going to buy. If it breaks above. Okay, so you guys just watch. Magdalene, you'll be the one to moderate this trade for us. Watch EU and GU for us, okay? If it breaks above, let us buy at this point. Okay? That will be a strong buy because it has changed character from the sell. The sell, if it snipes below, it will be continuation. That's fine, but it will not give me good reward for investment. Okay, I have to sell and get 1-to-1. Here will not give me a 1-to-1 sell, but here will give me a one buy. Okay, so I'll wait for the buy, and it's the same thing with GU. Okay, it's gonna buy when it breaks this area. So I'll just put an alarm and I'll let you guys know. Same thing. Breaks below this. Wait, hold on. In the case of GU has a sell opportunity for Snipe, okay, because it has room to the next day. Okay, so let's see how this market. If it breaks below this area, I'm going to sell. If it breaks above this area, I'm going to buy. That's a change character for me to buy. I believe you guys are getting you're getting used of you're getting used to the concept of the snipe we're trading with now, right? Better now. Let me know in the chat. Okay. This is a bearish market. For me to snipe, yes, this is a break of structure, but it has not changed character. This is going to change character. And I always like the market to change character if I'm trading against the trend. Okay. That is change of character. I would always use a change of character when market is against the trend. But if it is trending in the same direction, I could just do a break of structure. So let's say this was a bullish market, I'll do this break of structure after I snipe, I'll take it. Okay, so that's it. So this is a break of structure. If it breaks the structure, now I'm gonna sell because it's the same trend, selling trend. All right, does that make sense? It's like simple. Okay, put 10 on the chat if that makes sense. All right, beautiful. So this is GU. That's about our trade ideas. And I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes to show you guys the concept. 5 minutes? Will 5 minutes be enough? Um, GU inside. Good. I'm going to